Okay, this is the Hội An sign. So Toi Huda Hội An. Huda is a local beer right there. So we're gonna be walking around in here, and the lights are coming on. So it should be looking pretty good, I think. All the lanterns are on, and we're gonna go through the crowds, kind of talk about just random stuff that we see as we walk around Hội An. So stay tuned for that. Let's put this up on the map so you can see exactly where we are. Okay, we are in Hội An, Vietnam. You can see it up on the map. You can see the country. Let's zoom right into Hội An, and we're basically right in this little tourist area right here, walking around. So, okay, let's get it to you as if you're there yourself. So Hội An. Let's come over here first. And one of the first things you're gonna see is all these bars and restaurants on this side. And lots of lanterns as well. I wonder if those lanterns come on later. But up in here we have this whole strip kind of has like bars and restaurants. So I was kind of looking at this earlier. We're gonna walk across into the other side in a moment. Here comes somebody. You see, so it's there's a lot of times they'll come up and say something in Korean, so they'll say 안녕하세요, and then the guy said like "바가세요," which I don't know. It's funny, like the lady kind of laughed. But anyways, a lot of people come up and they'll say stuff in Korean. There's a lot of Korean tourists. There's a lot of Indian tourists. I'm hearing all the different languages: Spanish, French, lots of French because of the colonial connection. In this area, they'll be trying to get business for the for massage shops and stuff like that. Let's move over this way. The music might affect my video. It's December right now, so it's Christmas time. And actually, I flew in about 10 days ago into Vietnam, and there's been a lot of Vietnamese music, a lot of Christmas music everywhere that I've been in Vietnam. All the lights are coming on, so it looks quite nice. So it's pretty common. A lot of people will try to get business, so you kind of see it everywhere. People trying to sell you something. Okay. So we're gonna walk over the bridge, and you can also see we're gonna put the camera on the right in a second. So they will take people up and down the river for a small amount of money, and then you can see all the lanterns and light show and such like that. And up here, I've been seeing a lot of people are taking pictures on this bridge. I'm just gonna go over it. Yeah, the crowds are kind of crazy. It's gonna get a little too dark to film. I'll start talking about more. I'm kind of taking in all the people here. Oh yeah, so I think these are gonna be everywhere. I see one there, there's one there. So I think we're gonna see those up and down the river. I'm starting to see some already. Okay. So we're gonna get into the narrow alleys shortly. These guys will take people around the small village here. We're kind of following the side, but we're gonna go briefly or shortly to the left, where we're gonna be in between things. And I'm hearing a lot of birds from right in there. Or those bats. Those are bats. No, those birds. I don't know if birds or bats. Birds. Quite loud. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna walk right into, I guess those are like tons of birds. I guess, I don't know if those are, it's a little bit wet, so there might be mosquitoes coming out. See some nice restaurants to the right. Actually, throughout this whole area, you'll see a lot of nice restaurants and buildings. So one thing, I have been here before 25 years ago, in the year 2000. That time, Vietnam kind of opened up during the Clinton years, 1990s. I went up and down the whole country about a month, 30 days. And then I came back again in 2002, just stayed in Hanoi, came back again in 2004, stayed predominantly in Hanoi again, in Saigon. And then I didn't come again until like 2015 and then 2017. And then came again last year, now it's 2025. But so I kept coming to Vietnam and I saw a lot of the changes. But one of the big changes, since I'll compare Hội An in particular, was 25 years ago, this was 100% on the tourist trail. Meaning that people would skip somewhere like Da Nang. And now Da Nang is much bigger and more of a destination. But they'll still come here. So many people is another big, but Hội An was always busy, even back then. But now there's so many tourists, so much more money. It's kind of overwhelming. So like 25 years ago when I came, for one, now I see tons of painted buildings that are yellow. But before there was more like a moldy, like a green moss on most of the buildings. A little bit more like stuff like that, but a lot more mold. I still see a little bit, but before it was like quite thick. Let me just kind of see what else. So that's a pretty big difference. Number two is the amount of tourists. There's just so many tourists. So one thing I remember from before is a lot of Vietnamese would come up to you all the time back then, and there's so many fewer foreigners that they'd follow you around for like 15-20 minutes sometimes. Everywhere you went, every city, Hanoi, Saigon, all of them. And now that doesn't really happen in the cities at all. Like just just for like a minute, and here's the longest where they'll kind of come up to you for a little bit more quieter down here. Here they might come up to you for like about a minute or a minute and a half, but before it'd be more like 15 minutes or so. So that's another second difference. It's more quieter down here. Lots of Korean tourists everywhere. Okay, so we're gonna just keep on strolling through here. Let's see. Could go up different ways here. Let's go up this way. I haven't walked up this way. So yeah, the amount of tourists. Actually, that guy to the left with the missing legs, that was a lot more common. I just had that briefly on the camera there. See if you need to rewind. But like 25 years ago, I'd see cyclos everywhere with guys with missing legs or missing limbs. And I always thought that was because of the American War, but they were telling me that after the American War, they went in and took out Pol Pot in Cambodia. A lot of them like missing limbs. And I used to see that everywhere. I haven't seen that in a long time. But 25 years ago, that was quite common. I'd see that everywhere. It's funny that I just saw that. thought about that. Yeah, and I guess the other thing too, when I was here 25 years ago, the Vietnam War was more. Oh, she almost hit me. She's like driving kind of fast and kind of reckless. She almost hit me. She almost hit the other lady too. So yeah, that was the other big difference. 25 years ago, they call it the American War, which is the Vietnam War. But at that time, they were. I used to meet a lot of Vietnamese who had a lot of stimulus here. A lot of Vietnamese who didn't really care about a person being an American because they were saying that they beat the Chinese, the Americans, and the French. So they beat all the world powers. We were one of those three, and then afterwards they went into Cambodia and took out Pol Pot, which is why you'd see a lot of them with missing limbs at that time. Anyways, our video is getting a little bit too long, so I'm gonna come to an end for this one. Okay, so let's come to an end. Slice of Hội An. The third thing, number 3, is all these tailors. So before, this whole city was known for tailors. She's gonna park right there? I guess so. So I guess, yeah, a long time ago, all the tailors would come. Basically the whole city was known for that, and now I see all these, it's not quite like that. This looks like actually could be manufactured stuff. But yeah, there are some clothing in the back. So it looks like this is actually a true tailor. But a long time ago, everybody came here because of the tailors. And now it's I don't see that so much. Now I see a lot of like pre-manufactured things. Anyways, thought I'd add that to the end. So let's just end it there. There's some Vietnamese food.